What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Colum Tyrrell Spectacular. Ooh, fucking hell yeah, dude! We're feeling festive here at the Colum Tyrrell Studios, Legend Studios. I used to have a name for the fucking studios. I can't remember. We used to call it something like the Dragon's Den Studio or something.
The dojo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just a dojo of comedy.
Dojo.
Every day we're training. We're hitting with. I hate when people call things like that.
Yeah, the worst.
I was watching the Jerry Seinfeld documentary back in the day, named Seinfeld. Did you ever see it?
The show?
No. Oh, it's called Comedian, the documentary.
Comedians in a car getting
it's
CP?
Just getting CP. By the way, CP, if you guys don't know, it means beep, beep. We should beep.
We're just demonetize ourselves off the rip.
CP is slang for child P. And I didn't know that a second ago. And you were like, you into CP? I go, love CP. Can't. I was thinking like something Pelosi. I was like Carl Pelosi or something. I didn't know what it was. And yeah, but in the Comedian documentary, what they at one point, like Colin Quinn is talking to Seinfeld, and they're like, if going on the road and headlining theaters is like that's like a boxing fight, and then the cellar, this is like the dirty gym. This is like the dirty gym where you're like working during the week.
Yeah, training.
And I remember going, the cellar is like the greatest club in the world. So if you're in there calling that the gym, I'm just one of those guys on the street who's like fucking doing pull-ups on a
shadow
fucking...
boxing.
Just doing pull-ups on a traffic light and stuff like that. You know that? Those type of guys. That's what I'm doing with my life. Anyway, we're all dressed up, by the way. So I'm a 70s guy. I'm a hippie, right? That's what I'm dressed up as. Not a black guy. Like, no mistake about it. Not a black guy, right? So don't be going around telling people I like to dress up as black men. Do not.
Soul Man 2.0.
I wouldn't. My dad would turn in his stomach. Pull your pants up, go. My dad would turn in his grave if he was dead.
Your dad too?
No, he's not dead. But, it's an expression. He would turn in his grave if he was dead. So I'm a fucking 70s guy.
Hell yeah, look good.
Fucking peace and love, baby.
Peace, brother.
Stop the war, man. That's all. I'm gonna eat your fucking hairy pussy, babe. I'm gonna go eat some hairy fucking 1970s
Groovy
pussy. Yeah, I'm gonna raw dog you. Because I think that's the only way you can do it. When did condoms become available?
Probably around then. This is right before when AIDS existed, so everyone was just raw dogging each other.
Way God intended. Well, everyone's raw dogging nowadays. I've never heard of anyone wearing a condom. Condoms cannot be selling well.
Yeah.
That's like it's like an old-fashioned thing.
They're out of style again.
Yeah. Well, I think the way it is like all these, even AIDS, even if you get AIDS, they're just like, sorry, man, you got AIDS, so you're going to live a long and happy life, unfortunately. yeah. If now you have AIDS, they're like, yo, have some Tic Tacs, you'll be fine. So, the gay guys in the 80s were just sort of weak, and then we've all grown herd immunity to AIDS. That's as far as I know.
Hell yeah, bro.
Traded in 1858. Nah.
Yeah. They used to use like goat skin or sheep skin, like intestines and stuff.
They still use sheepskin.
Yeah, it's for those gluten allergy freaks, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, yeah.
Something like that.
Some sort of gay thing.
We're eating red steak over here.
What are you, lactose intolerant? Put a regular condom in your ass.
You fucking pussy.
Yeah, but the modern day whatever latex is like, and packaged and everything, they've always had some sort of fucking protective stuff. Mm-hmm. Like they used to like rinse your fucking pussy out with lemon juice and shit, like that's like good old fashioned. Yeah, they'd have a good thing, and there's also the opposite for fertility. You know what I mean? What do
you mean?
You'd go eat a cow's dick. You and all the boys, you and all the tribesmen.
You go munch.
Yeah, you go munch on a fucking cow penis. Like Fear Factor. And the boys will be like, woo, woo, woo.
Throwing up.
She getting pregnant tonight. She getting preggers, baby. I'm getting this bitch up the duff.
Up the duff.
Yeah. Listen, you eat some cow balls, she's duffed up. Bang, bang, bang. Mr. Fertile. That's the way it is. Or it could have just been a prank, Well, that's what it is. People just sort of guessed for the longest time. People were just guessing. Yo, how can I get my boys to stop firing blanks? And then they're like, fucking, get yourself a fucking cat. You got to stew that bitch. Stew it up. Boil them for a while.
Marinate it.
Marinate. Say a prayer to the fucking Zeus, the god of penis or whatever, you know? Lordor.
Lordor.
Just say a prayer to Lordor, and then you're blasting out babies. Papa. Or, you know, your girl would just go and cheat on you. I think that was a traditional thing.
Yeah, then you have the milkman's baby.
The milkman's baby. Well, I'm talking pre-milkman.
Oh.
I'm talking just, you know, just all back in the day.
Just back on the farm.
Just back in the woods. Just back in the woods, apocalypto style. Me and all my boys. Katunga or whatever. What are they? Ooh, black. That's what he used to say. You ever watch that? They goes up to his face and goes, ooh, black.
I don't know what that is.
You never watch Apocalypto?
Yeah. I remember that part.
It's great. It's about a fucking a little Mexican running for the border, pretty much. It's just one of, and what's it? Mel Gibson made it.
Yeah,
Mel
yeah.
Gibson produced it. Yeah,
Classic.
it's just about some illegal immigrant trying to escape Cape Cod. That's what it was back in the heyday. Is that the main guy?
Rudy Youngblood. Jaguar Paw. Hell yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
He's fucking. Did they black him up a little bit for the role? Because he looks like very light skinned compared to the version of him as an actor. Look how dark he is there, and then look at his photo above that. I don't know. And they would go up to him and go, ooh, a balek. Canta como anda, ooh, balek. It was solid, you know? It's a good movie. It's a great movie.
No, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's good. Just the little weirdo just gets away from the other guys.
Fucking pilgrims show up at the end. That's the border patrol.
The boys, the
boys.
The boys show up
The
and
boys in blue.
Yeah, on their quad bikes and stuff, fucking their night fishing goggles. And they go, "What is this?
What is this technology?"
And they all showed up and go, "Ahoy, ahoy, neighborino, come here for a second. Here, have this AIDS-ridden cloak. Would you like some AIDS cloak?
You look cold.
Give me an AIDS cloak. Come on." Well, they say that that was actually an accident, right? That's like the whatever the story was like that was an intentional thing where they were like, yo, put a bit of fucking black lung.
Fucking measles in there.
Whatever, yeah. Stick a bit of measles in this blanket and give it to fucking Big Chief Peace Face. Big Chief Peace Face. And yeah, they wiped them out. But I think it was actually just like we had like an immunity to all those diseases. And then we just brought it to them, and they were like, "Hey, well, nice to meet you. How you doing? Yeah, come on. You please sit down. Sit. We'll do a little dance." Oh God! You're sitting with the natives, and they're all like going, they're doing a Sorry. Oh, I gotta sit down for a second. I gotta sit down. It's hot. And they'll just fucking wipe them out. Just wipe them all out. Because you ever see that about the fucking on Rogan? Rogan had one of these like adventurers come on the podcast one time, and they talked about how there was a story from adventurers from years ago when they went to the Amazon, and they tell these tales of huge, big, thriving cities, right? All in South America, all up and down the Amazon, and then. Everyone came back 80 years later and they weren't there, and they were like, fucking idiot, was like lying or whatever. But then nowadays they got these fucking helicopters or whatever, and they were able to do like
the drone footage. Yeah.
They would do the drone footage, but it was like they could read the rock formations underneath it through like, you know, Blu-ray or
fucking
whatever.
Satellites and shit.
Blu-ray, DVD, shit, you know, that type of stuff.
Plasma screens and whatnot.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it turns out then that there's proof that these cities did exist. So what they think was there was like, it's the same size of like England. There was like cities
inside of the Amazon itself.
Yeah. And then we showed up and and then next thing you know, just wiped them all out.
Start chopping those trees down.
Oh, they got fucked up, dude. And then the grass grew up over it. And they say, so the Amazon is actually man-made garden. It's not a natural thing. It's like a garden that got out of control.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. This is just some...
Maybe.
Listen, Rogan doesn't ask the guests if they're actually telling the truth, you know?
Yeah, there's no sources cited.
That's why it's such a fun show. He goes, yeah, this guy's a wizard. He's just interviewing someone about Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's like, yo, it's my brother's boy. He knows everything.
Yeah. I love you, Rogan. Let me come on the podcast.
Change
please.
our lives, please.
I could drink Bud Lights. That would be fun. I'll puke if you want me to. Please. My career is bad right now. Things are not going. Joseph, please help a brother out. And I don't mean that I'm not a black guy. Not a black guy.
Are you in character right now?
No, peace and love. Peace and fucking love. Joseph, let me on. Come on. Bills are stacking. There's a 20-something% interest rate on credit cards that I did not realize. I'm getting fucked here. Bro. Anyway, so we all dressed up. This was the organizer. So obviously we got Fonzie here dressed up as a priest.
Yeah.
That's I think that's like an American priest kind of. I don't think if we have there's something
You
not
don't have like sashes.
It's Google Irish priest and see what we wear. I don't think they wear. They definitely have the collar, whatever you call that.
Yeah,
the white collar.
Yeah, this is universal.
Yeah.
This is more of like the traditional look, just without the sash.
That's
this is how
that's to hide the hickeys from your fucking the children.
From the altar boys.
Yeah, because you know the altar boys be giving you mad hickeys. You know those the boys be giving you the sucking on that neck.
That's their repentance. Instead of like 5 Hail Marys, it's 5 neck kisses.
They're a little tease. They're teasing you, these altar boys.
Tiptoeing around with their wine.
Yeah. Ooh, going in the back now. I
Jesus.
hope not. Yeah, so yeah, that looks familiar, the big white cloak and things like that. So I guess it is kind of similar. It's more or less the same shit. That's not a real person.
This guy?
I don't know about him, but that's definitely, I wouldn't let him with my kids. Wait, Hallelujah Sensation Irish priest on US tour. He's on a tour.
He's touring, he's got dates.
What's he do? He's the weekend at Helium. What's he doing?
Red Rocks, dude.
Oh, he crushing it. White guys, but Irish people don't really sell tickies. The Irish priests, they're not selling tickies.
Yeah.
No one wants to
They're
hear.
not moving tickies.
They don't want to hear some guy like me talking about Jeremiah or whoever. Jeremiah in the tree. Or what is it? Jeremiah in the tree? Now, get down from the tree, Jeremiah.
I don't know that one.
You never heard about Jeremiah up in the tree?
Oh, no.
I think it's Jeremiah.
Is it some biblical stuff?
Yeah, it's.
Are we going to the good book right now?
Oh, of course. Let me bless your soul real quick.
Are you an Old Test guy or a New Test guy?
You know what? I flip flop like Godfather. It's like the Godfather. Like I used
1
to.
and 2.
I used to like that. All I know is the third one horrible. I wouldn't even.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was Jeremiah was a tax collector, and everyone was like, "Yo, fuck you, tax collector." So then he started pouting, and he went up and sat in a tree. And then,
nobody likes me.
Exactly. He was like a little bitch, just giving everyone the silent treatment.
He was a Jerry Seinfeld.
He goes, "It's just a job," you know. It's like yeah, and then everyone's like, "Get down from the tree, will you?" And he's like, "No,
nuh-uh. I'm staying in this tree."
And then Jesus showed up and goes, "Yo, Jeremiah, get down from the tree, will you?" And he went, "No." And he goes, Come on,
it's me.
So he got down from the tree, and that's the story. That's the fucking story that made it in the book. Imagine what didn't make it in. If that's the story, that's like that's like his tale my girlfriend would tell me.
So, and then listen, he was in the store. Yeah. He was in the tree, right?
Yeah, John was actually a chick called Joan. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Joan. And they had to rebrand it because no one would buy it. So they just said, put a man's name down there on that. John's story stunk. So the Corinthians were like totally like fucking little bitches. They were gossiping little bitch, a little girl version of the Bible. The fucking Romans showed up and they fucking sucked. Yeah, so that's what yesterday little thing. So you're the priest.
I'm the priest. Yeah, just
proper priest, not like a guy, not like
not like one of those Boston priests. You know what I mean?
Boston strong. Yeah, your cocks in CPs. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of the Colum Tyrrell Podcast is brought to you by Sheet Underwear. You know it. You love them. Genuinely, they are the only underwear that I wear at the moment. If you don't know about Sheet Underwear, there's a Vietnam vet who blew up a couple of villages or something back in the day, right? And whatever happened with most people use their PTSD, to scam the government, or like they'll just pass it down through trauma to their kids, but not this guy. not this one-armed soldier, Robert Patton. He used his PTSD to channel that energy into, he got into balls, right? You know, when he was out there killing soldiers, killing the enemy, just really committing war crimes against the Charlies, right? He noticed there was a smelly odor from their nuts. And he said, is it because of the underwear? Or is it just the Chinese in general? That's what he said, not me. This is crazy. He's a wild guy. He's a vet. The reason you can vote is because of this guy, all right? He's allowed to say whatever he wants. It was a different era back then. So what happens is they created sheet underwear. And let's be honest, guys. Men don't really want to buy underwear. Underwear is a fucking, it's like a gift. It's a bad Christmas gift. So you're probably single if you're listening to this podcast. You're an incel. Your mother is overdosing on heroin. So no one's going to buy you underwear. Head over to sheetunderwear.com. And if you use the promo code Collie, you get 20% off your first order. It's incredible. And what makes sheet underwear unique is they have a decompartmentalized system, I want to say. They've got a pouch for your dick and a pouch for your nuts, so there's no more friction. There's no more callus. There's no more stink down there. The odds, and if you got, jock itch, this is going to be good for you. This is going to keep everything separated, right? No more Mickey drip. Do you ever have a piss and then a bit of Mickey drip, you piss all over your balls? Now you're just pissing on your fucking underwear. That's what they're designed to do. Your balls will not be covered in urine anymore. Head over to fucking sheetunderwear.com and use the promo code Collie to get 20% off your first order today. That's promo code Collie. Back to the podcast. But I don't like when I'm over here and you go to mass and then like you're watching like a sermon or whatever. Is it a sermon? Like the sermon is the mass, whatever. Yeah. And then like he'd be talking and he's all like about like, it's Christmas, you got to do this, you got to do that. And he goes, let me tell you a little tale. Yeah. Me and my wife were out shopping for a Christmas tree. And we saw a homeless guy. And I'm like, your wife? You have a wife? Get the fuck off there. Get off the stage.
Throwing tomatoes.
Get the fuck off the stage. Priests are, men of God do not fuck women. Make no mistake about it. I'm always heckling. They'll go home and eat your wife's pussy. You don't know God. God is closer to gay men, gay closeted men. That's who God talks to. Not some fucking
direct line.
Not some dude who brings his daughter to soccer. Right? There's no way you're...
In a Chevy pickup.
It's weird. It's actually weird. It's beyond weird to be a married man who's like, I'm just going to go do a little mass now real quick.
A little pray.
Go in, just tell everyone, fucking Corinthians or whatever. But he can't forgive my sins though, that guy, right? Like I can't go into him and go, I took the Lord's name in vain there, Jerry. And he goes, 6 Hail Marys.
Father Jerry will do that for you.
Funny to be going back now. I'd like to negotiate. It would be fun to negotiate that.
Try to talk him down.
You kidding me?
My son, 7 Hail Marys.
I'll give you 2 Hail Marys and a fucking Our Father. And that's
best I can do.
You spit on it. Come on, on the table right now. Father. All I did was take the Lord's name in vain. Took the Lord's name in vain. Anyway, so we all dressed up with a nice, gotta celebrate the festivities here at the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. But David Caggiano, Gay Dave, didn't dress up. Too cool for school. You're wearing a matching tracksuit, which is
very Boston of you.
Obnoxious. Just obnoxious. Yeah. I said David dressed up as a guy who puts his fist through the drywall whenever he has whiskey dick.
Why won't just get hard, Dave?
He goes.
That's just more what I.
You don't like me, Dave? Ah!
It's not you.
Yeah, you're like, it just never happens. She goes, this is always happening. Ah!
Every time the Patriots lose, you do this.
Yeah, so we unfortunately the rules were we sent out the memo, get dressed up, have a fun time, have a little silly Billy fun time here at the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. And David, a curmudgeon,
and Ebenezer,
yeah, bah humbug. Bah humbug, David. It's his fucking Colum Tyrrell spectacular. You kidding me? What is this? Are you part of the team or you're not part of the team? I don't understand. You come in here, fucking barely know how to fucking search Google. This guy. Oh, when I found you, you couldn't even turn on a computer. Look at you now. Now he's getting too big for his boots. I should have brought in like a fucking... if I had known, I would have brought in like a Cinderella dress or something. But so that's what... Look, David, the rules for this. We have to dress up. You didn't dress up. So you do have to have a penance. Penance? From the good priest is going to give you a penance. We have to have some sort of a forfeit type of thing. This will be a fun situation. So, in order for your punishment, you got to do something. We got to figure out what you got to do.
He's gonna touch me. I don't know what it is.
My son, come back.
You got it.
My son, come sit on my lap real quick.
You gotta suck off Fonzie. You gotta suck off Fonzie.
We'll put you under the robe, dude. They won't even see it. Give me one of those Boston Beaches, dude.
The classic Boston Beach, where they go, "That's wicked fun. Don't tell anyone."
This wicked hat in my mouth.
I'm not gay. He's just sucking off. I'm not queer.
There's a Percocet at the bottom of it. I swear, just keep sucking.
Yeah, every Boston guy has sucked a cock and said, "I'm not queer.
I'm not queer. I just need $5.
I was bored." Same time tomorrow, Tommy. Yeah, so there has to be some sort of a fucking. Maybe the people at home write in, let us know in the comments, or just DM us. DM the new Instagram page. We're crushing it. 500,000 views on that Yanni clip.
Crazy.
500,000. That's like 1/10.
That's what we got to do. Stir up controversy.
That's like 1/200th of the population of China. Something like that.
Something like that. Damn, we don't stand a chance against those fuckers.
How many Chinese are there at this point? And how do you know? Like what? How do they work it out?
Are they telling the truth? Probably not.
Was it like satellite images? Like what do they do? Like they're not going door to door. I think they just have to they go, all right, every house has 12 kids. And then they multiply it by like the fucking
neighborhood.
A square mile.
Yeah.
And then they just come to the conclusion. They go somewhere around 8 billion.
1.4 billion.
1.4 billion. That's a lot. That's a lot of Chinese guys. It's just it is. Make no mistake about it.
That's steady growth. And then if you look at our population, the growth is like, nobody want to work anymore.
The Chinese, how did they get like that? How did they just... Didn't Mao like wipe a good load of them off? Didn't Mao kill a lot? Didn't Mao kill like 100 million?
I feel like he had to. Didn't getting too crowded.
Didn't do it then. Yeah, it's like when they make you fucking hunt wild hogs because it's like the population's getting out of control.
They're going in a helicopter shooting down at them.
They're destroying crops and shit. Yeah, there's just too many Chinese now.
They're buying all the Hello Kitties.
It's an environmental thing. Yeah. Fucking Hello Kitty shortage, dude. Fonzie.
It's the wrong country.
It's fucking Japan.
Jesus Christ, Fonz.
Hurry, Corey.
So what's that? That's population of America. Yeah. So like, look, like nearly half of those people watch that Instagram thing. Anyway, so DM us or write a comment. Let us know what David Casciano's forfeit should be. Something fun, something silly. You know, we'll I don't know. We'll write a set for you to do an open mic. Maybe you go do an open mic and we'll write the jokes.
Oh, crowdsource the jokes.
From
me and Fonz will write the jokes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Or the users write in a set.
That could work. Yeah,
Build a set. I'll do it.
build a set.
Film it. Yeah.
Dave Casciano, build a set or something like that. Yeah,
Let's do it.
or maybe we'll send you to Times Square and you got to try to get a girl's number and we'll just like film it and you have to go up and go, yo, sup, babe. Yo, what's up? I saw you. You like the drip?
You fucking wicked hat.
You like the drip, bitch?
You need a demo work done.
You need a porch.
I hate drywall. If you need anything torn down.
We'll find something. Well, we're also doing the drunk AMA, which is our new series, by the way, because of the success of the weed one.
Yeah, that was great.
We do an AMA we'll do an AMA every other month. And edit that out so it doesn't seem like I have a stutter. We'll do fresh. AMA. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. Ooh, I haven't slept in a while. Yeah, so hit some questions for the drunk one. We did the weed one. That was a huge success. So now we're doing the drunk one. We're gonna have fucking rakes of Bud Lights in here. So we're going to do that. And then next time, we're going to do a little bit of H. After that, we'll do some fucking... little bit of crack cocaine. That would be a fun one. If we just be tweaking meth. We do a little meth. Fucking
18-hour episode.
Just meth AMA. Yeah. Just one question sparks a 12-day conversation. At one point, I look over, Fonzie's just jerking off.
It won't get hard. It won't get hard.
So what did you want? For me, growing up in for Halloween, what we would do is we'd have bonfires. You do bonfires here?
Yeah, in the fall time, a good bonfire.
So look up Dublin bonfires for Halloween. So what would happen is you usually have the week off school. So all the local kids would meet up every day, and then we would go collect wood.
They give you a week off for Halloween?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think it's... Because Halloween is from a... So these are the fires that we would have in our local fucking...
On our local
you think
neighbors' lawns.
You think the Eagles just won the fucking Super Bowl, right? This is... He goes, yo, I guess we have one too, you know? Yeah, so what we would do is... And look, this is just in your local community. Every single neighborhood would have one.
It's like at the park?
Yes, at the local park.
Jesus.
And it's great. So what would happen is all the kids all week would go collect wood. And what you would do is you would... find somewhere, you'd have to find somewhere to stash it. So maybe if you're lucky, there could be like a house that was almost like abandoned or something, and you would put all the stuff in their garden. So then you would just have big piles of fucking wood like in the backyard, and there'd just be like 40 kids like setting up a big fucking squad, and then everyone would throw out all their old furniture, because instead of having to pay the council to pick up your shit, you would just wait, and then on Halloween just leave it all
just
outside.
Fucking burn all the trash in your house.
Just all the wood that was and like mattresses, things like that. And but you have to build them. You have to build them sound. You know, you got to start small.
Stack.
You got to start small in the middle and then go up and nuts. And a lot of times, because they're just kids packing stuff on top of each other.
Yeah,
they don't really work. Fucking a lot of times they'll fall over and stuff like that, or they'll burn halfway.
Yeah, they're not good
up.
pyrotechnicians.
No, the amount of tumbles. Everyone's get the fuck out of here. And then you're collecting that all week, and then what would happen is tougher kids from other neighborhoods would come over and steal your wood.
Yeah.
So they'd have someone, they'd leave like one of the younger kids. Like if you went off on a hunt looking for wood, they'd have to leave some of the other kids there to protect it or whatever. And then next thing you know, a big squad of like 40 fucking scumbags from another neighborhood comes
looking
over
for your wood.
Just wild Irish nonsense, dude. And they'd be ringing you and going like, or they'd come up in the BMX, fucking Donny Carney's here, and everyone's like, I'm not going over to that.
I'm not fucking with that kid.
It's not my match, just take it. I'm not getting him fucking rip my head off, man. We had neighborhoods where we would go fucking take their shit, and then the other neighborhoods would come take our shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the time they wouldn't even take the wood. They were kind of just looking to fucking beat people up.
Just run into another squad of the
goal
opposing
was,
neighborhood.
Yeah, the goal was just to show up and just fucking punching the fucking shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I'm not like a fighter.
It's like the Warriors.
I would be just sort of in the group making jokes,
right.
And then if someone was like, I'm not a punch in the face, I'm like, please don't.
I'm out of here.
No, I'll pay you, dude.
Have my wood.
I shall leave at dawn. I promise you that. Yeah, it's very Game of Thrones Ireland is.
Did you guys do like any mischief night thing, like on the night before Halloween?
No, we did at time. We used to just egg people all year round, though.
Right, like that was like a summertime, like no school next day thing.
Yeah,
too.
just a Saturday night. You had nothing better.
But on the night before Halloween, it's like, at least around here, it's like exclusively
mischiefy. Yeah. No, we never did it, but I think that's also more of an American thing. You'd see it on TV. It's like, let's go TP the principal's house or whatever, you know. Right. So we would try to do that, but it was kind of like, it was never really much. But you would egg people's house on Halloween night, not the night before.
The night before we would.
No, on Halloween. Or then sometimes you would just like decide to fucking fire a bunch of fireworks at someone's house.
Yeah. Sometimes it'd go too far.
Dude, we once blew up a guy's porch. I swear to God, they were fucking.
Stick of dynamite.
It was the way the porch was. It's just like a sliding glass door. So you walk up to someone's house, and then when you'd step in, there was like a little area before you go into the main door, and someone had like a fucking big fucking rocket or whatever, and I think he just threw it in, closed the door, and it blew up and it shattered the glass. And then the cops. It's the worst night of the week of the year for cops and the fire brigade and stuff like that. Because what happens is like someone will like blow up their hand with a banger. You know, I don't know what you call them, like the black cat bangers. They're just like tiny little sticks of dynamite.
Yeah, like a quarter stick of dynamite. Yeah.
Is that what you call them? We call them black cats.
M80s.
M80s, yeah. It's all the same shit. So then someone would just blow up a finger one day, and then like he's crying, and and there's like a bunch of kids just drinking in the park. Yeah, it's a great night to drink in the park.
Of course.
Because it's funny because like all the kids are there getting fucking hammered drunk, drinking fucking whatever. You know, it's a whole thing. You have to get your older brother to go to, or you stand outside the fucking liquor store all day.
Hey, mister,
Classic.
someone.
Yeah. I saw a fucking funny clip the other day, just the headline, but it was like asking people to buy me alcohol, like as an adult. So like, it was so funny. Like I didn't watch it, but it
that
looked
is
like,
funny as hell.
So, and then people were like, "Wait, you're under 18?" And he's like, "Yo, would you go in and get me drinks?" And the guy's like 35.
Holy shit, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, but so you do that, but then people would bring their families down too. Like when, like they'd bring the kids down after trick or treating to watch the fire,
the big fucking great fire.
Yeah, the Great Fire of 02. Yeah, exactly. So it was nuts. And then what would happen is though, like a lot of the time the fire, and all week the council are trying to snatch your wood. They're out there snatching your wood.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't want you burning down the park. It's not.
The way you seem, it was like the whole, like it was okay. It was like a holiday event.
The local folk don't give a fuck.
Of course.
The local folk are always on their side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the LFs are cool. Now, but then once they have the council show up, you know, they'd pull up in their vans and they'd be like out with their binoculars looking for wood.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that we hated them, we hate the cops.
Hell yeah.
Then the fire brigade would show up, and then we'd all start like firing rockets and throwing bricks at their heads. The poor fire brigade
they're the only useful fucking people in like city government.
They're the regular people there to stop your car burning down.
Right, they're the only people trying to actually help.
Yeah, and they're just regular dudes. They don't give a fuck about you at all. Like they don't care that you're drinking or committing crimes. They're just there to help. And then as soon as they show up, we're all just like, fuck yeah. Like
kicking soccer balls at them and shit.
Just bow and arrow, just
patchy in them. Yeah,
the military. Like, get that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'd be running amok then. That's what we would do. And then, yeah, of course, you have your trick or treating type of stuff. But you don't obviously you only do that as a fucking kid.
Yeah, that's
you do it as a kid, then you stop for like a year because you're too old, and then you're like, no, I want free food. So then you go back again. That's the way it would work, you know? Because like when you get to like 11, you're like, I'm too old to be dressing up. And then when you get to 13, you're like, I'm fucking taking some candy.
Yeah, you go shake down some little kid for his candy.
Oh, yeah, go just beat the fuck out of some kid. There was nothing worse than if a big kid ever took all your stuff.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah. It'd be so bad. You're just walking home with like, it's fucking monkey nuts. You know, those like, you call them something different. Those little like
milk duds?
No, they're nuts that are in like a little brown kind of a pack, like a brown shell, and you crack them open. They're like peanuts in a brown shell. Monkey nuts. You call them something else here.
Cashews? Nah.
No. Google monkey nuts, motherfucker. Monkey nuts.
Monkeypox. Hot monkey. Those just look like peanuts, bro.
They're just peanuts like that?
Yeah.
You don't get them on Halloween?
If you
look at that,
that's like the shittiest thing you can get on Halloween.
It's the shittiest thing, and then look at an apple. Good old apple. Every now and again,
apple.
Every now and again, someone will give you an apple and some monkey nuts, and you go, "What is this?
What the hell?"
Fucking. Yeah. What am I on? Fucking on a diet? Give me a fucking Snickers. Yeah, but then I got to a certain age. I got to a certain age where kids wouldn't even come down my block because it's like all the families just grew up and all the kids grew up, and so then there was like no kids.
They stopped decorating and shit. It's just an unwelcoming look.
Yeah, it's just nobody. My mom would buy fucking like chocolates or whatever, and then no one would show up. And then you're like, all right.
Well, that's the best. You just got candy.
Give them a $5 if they do. You know,
right.
Fucking go buy yourself whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys would do. But you guys have no bonfires. Like on Halloween, the entire neighborhoods would all go to the park. Like, so that's where you would go to your local park and then you just hang out drinking fucking beers.
Yeah, no, it's definitely way less fun here.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I might have to go back.
Just fucking walk around a neighborhood and then just link up with your boys, collect the candy, and just munch all night.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. But over here it's nuts because in New York they have like the kids go into like CVS and shit. Like this, like the stores have shit. Like you can't get that in Ireland. You can't walk into a 7-Eleven and be like, yo, trick or treat, motherfucker.
No, go into a bodega.
Get out of here. Get out.
Get a chopped cheese for Halloween.
Actually, now that I think about it, we didn't even buy anything for the kids. So for Halloween tonight, back in my house.
I mean, do they come by around there? I don't know what your neighborhood's like.
I don't know either.
I can't imagine being a kid and trick-or-treating in this fucking
I'll tell you this much.
hellscape.
Your fucking dad should have pulled out. If you can't afford your own chocolate, I'm not giving you. Why is it just one night a year I have to go feed some other kids fucking... What's that about? Who am I, a stepdaddy now?
Dude, you're being an Ebenezer now, dude.
No, bah humbug.
Bah humbug you, dude.
No way.
Not gonna give a little Power Ranger kid a fucking Snickers, dude.
You're right. But you're you're dressed up as a pedophile, so of course you're gonna be giving kids fucking
Be
sweets.
blessing them up, some communion.
A couple of sweeties for the boys. Good boy, Delaney. Good boy.
Good boy, Delaney.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
It's from
What's that? The Sleepers?
almost. There's
You know that one?
a song for. It's called. I think it's called "Song for a Raggy Boy." I think that's what it's called.
That's a movie? That's a motion picture?
It's a motion picture. Yes.
Greenlit that, Harvey.
It's the motion of the ocean. Song for a Raggy Boy. Yeah, it's a horrible movie about a bunch of priests that just crack open a bunch of kids. Right?
Oh, God.
Yeah. They be ragdolling them. And
Is that exclusively Irish film?
yeah. So even if you watch it and it's sad, they still have silly accents. So like it's not.
Oh, fodder! Please stop,
Jesus,
fodder!
Oh, the rapist! Oh, stop cracking me over, fodder! In the name of the fodder,
Fodder!
fodder. Me man, me dad. I'm not gonna tell me man. Yeah. So then at one point in the movie, it's bad. It's one of those things, like the way they do it in movies, where they'll just cut straight into the middle of the sex.
Yeah.
In movies, that's what
Nice
they do.
jump scene.
That's what they do. Yeah, they'll just a jump cut where it's like they see each other at a bar and it's like, and then next thing, that's what happens in all Hollywood movies. A guy sees a girl at the bar and he goes, and then next thing you know, he's banging around the kitchen table. And it was very similar to that in Song for a Raggy Boy. It was like the priest is there going himana, and then he looks down. Let's get it on. And then it jump cut, and then it's just him like in a fucking closet somewhere, like in
the confession booth,
maybe, and he's cracking them, and like it's like he's in the middle of it. Yeah, Christ Almighty. Yeah, and then he's just like, oh, and then he goes, good boy, Delaney. He's like rubbing his head and he's touching his head, and then he takes out a little bag of sweets. Little brown bag of sweets, little hard candies,
Yeah.
And he goes, have a sweetie, Delaney.
Have some monkey nuts.
He goes, have a sweetie, Delaney. Good boy. That's the worst day of your life right there.
Yeah.
You get munched by a priest and then you fucking, he gives you monkey nuts.
An apple to take home.
You're walking home with the apple.
An apple a day, Delaney, you know what they say.
Yeah, meanwhile your friend has a PlayStation. Your
From the better church up the street.
Yeah, from the Protestants. You do. You're like, Mom, why can't we be Protestant? Tommy got a BMX. And all I got was this lousy apple.
I just got an apple.
I was fucked by a priest, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. All jokes aside, not okay. All right.
There's an oversight on this costume, maybe.
Not okay. Well, I'm dressed up as a black guy, and you're a pedophile.
Pretty on brand.
And David's a rapist. A wife beater.
Just the guy from Boston.
Just a wife beater from Boston. Nice, good stuff. So, what are we at, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
37.
All right. Well, just play it twice. No one watches this far. Just go back to the beginning again. It is funny how few people, because guys, by the way, the episodes come out now Tuesdays, Fridays, 2 on YouTube and everywhere else, and then there's also 2 extra episodes a week on Patreon. So maybe consider heading over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. Support the podcast today. We have changed the payments, the payment settings so that you get 30 days every time you subscribe. Before it was, if you joined on like the 20th, it would reset at the 1st of every month. So you were getting fucking butt fucked for some fucking money. Whereas we're not cheap like everybody else. All right,
the people.
We love the people. We know how hard it is to get that dollar. We know how many cocks your girlfriend had to suck on the corner of the street for you to get that money. Look, we support pimping out your girls. We're a big fucking pimp out your girl vibe in this place. Yeah, and boys, what, you gonna work? They've had it too easy for too long, these women. It's time for us to sit at home and make bad lasagna.
Put our feet up for once.
Yeah, exactly. Babysit the kids. How easy is that? You just get high and watch SpongeBob. It's the easiest thing in the world. All right? And then she still has to make the bed, though, because you're a man. But anyway, head over to patreon.com. We are in the middle of a goal towards gonna go watch a fucking Eagles game.
Hell yeah.
So we're heading towards that. So, you know, if you've enjoyed the podcast, consider heading off to patreon.com. 2 extra episodes a week for as little as $5 a month. That's less than $1 an episode. That's crazy.
That's a steal.
Giving it away.
Literally.
What's next? I'll pay you to come over. Oh yeah, and then I've got dates coming up on the road. I'm gonna be in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep.
With the great Aaron Berg.
Offend everybody.
I'm not gonna offend you.
Whoa.
What are you, vegan?
Whoa.
Gay? What are you, Jew? Gay?
Whoa. I'm so offended.
Who else is it? What are you, left-handed? Gay? I'm like, I have to offend everyone, every single person. I'm just like reading like a fucking the phone book. Todd Jones, he sounds gay. Yeah, go check that out. And then I've also got my UK dates coming up in Glasgow, Liverpool, London, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Get some tickets to that if you are a listener from overseas. And then that's it. That's all we have to say. Any other Halloween stuff? Do you have a spooky story? Do you ever do any spooky stories?
Spooky story. I don't know.
I don't like. People don't really do that, right?
No, I don't get spooked. I get like traumatized. You know what I mean? It's like very sad events in my life.
Your whole life has caused trauma. Yeah, you know what? I can get very frightened. I can get frightened. Like I can get like a fright. Like if I'm watching a movie,
yeah,
and like it's like, you know, like like type of build
up,
and then you know what always happens is they go. And then they open up the fucking dresser, or they open up like a fucking whatever, the door, and it's just like the mop falls over, and they go, oh, and then they turn around and it's that gets me.
Yeah,
that gets me
like
good.
A jump scare.
A jump, yeah. I'm a jumpy cunt. I'm telling you that much. Yeah, fucking popcorn all over the place.
Haunted house. You a haunted house guy?
That stuff I just kind of find in the moment. I'm just laughing.
Yeah,
I just find it hilarious. Like,
some guy with a chainsaw. Like,
yeah.
Some alcoholics chasing you with a knife.
Fucking. Yeah, Shane told me a fucking funny. Shane Gillis, friend of the show, refuses to do it. He told a funny story before. He was at like a fucking like one of these haunted rides or some bullshit thing, and like on a bus or some fucking
thing. They put you on a hayride.
Yeah, and then some guy shows up and he has like the mask and the chainsaw, and he's like, wah, 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 and he runs in and he climbs up onto the side of the thing. And there's like a black couple there, and he goes up to the fucking guy with the chainsaw. He's like, "You better run, boy," or something. Whoa. And the guy goes, "Boy," and then the guy immediately goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
It's a Freudian slip.
Well, I'm like that sometimes because here's my thing is I say brother to everyone all the time, and then sometimes I'll find myself talking to a black guy, and then I'll go like, "Yeah, absolutely." My man,
my fellow human.
Well, I don't want them to think I only said brother because I'm, I don't want them to think I'm code switching. Like as soon as he walks up, I go, "What's up, brother?"
Yeah. You don't want to be soul manning.
I'm not soul manning, although if you look at me very closely,
you got the Jerry curls, dude.
I think if anything, I'm the Jewish guy. I'm the famous. If anything, I'm a Jew. You know who I'm talking about? The Chicago 10. Google the Chicago 10. That Jewish guy.
Oh, the guy like Sacha Baron Cohen played?
Yes. That's who I am.
Like Donald Sutherland in Animal House.
He was a fraud, that guy. Yeah, the Chicago 10. Yeah, there you go. No, not that. Click on the Wikipedia page there. Yeah. All over it. Now find out who the Jewish guy was. See the main guy in the photo. That's who I am. I'm that guy. So what's his name? What's the Jew character?
Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, who does he play? The real life person that he fucking plays, he's a famous hippie Jew. Oh my God. Go down to the cast. And who the fuck does Sacha Baron Cohen play? It's not in there?
He's literally the head of the thing.
He's the head of the movie.
Is it Hank Ariza?
I think this is a different movie.
Yeah, this is Chicago 8.
This is Chicago 10?
Chicago 10, yeah.
Oh, so we were thinking...
But that's the... I'm looking at him.
Who does he play? Alan Gernsberg is the guy. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That can't
Well.
be. No, what's Abby Hoffman. Click on Abby Hoffman there. The very first name. Yeah, this is the Jew. That's the guy. So get an image of him
We're
up.
going to fight for our rights.
Exactly. So this guy was the lead. He was like the face of like a lot of hippie movement stuff, right? Abby Hoffman. And he was a bit of a scumbag actually. But he cemented it. Remember the Simpsons had him in one of the episodes too. So he was the guy, yeah, he would wear these American things and he'd be like, we're going to overthrow the government. But he was like just a fraud type of a guy. He was like that. Who's the white guy who pretends to be black? And he's always like telling everyone hates him. He's an internet guy. He's like very, very, very white, but he's always talking about death to white people and all that stuff. Oh, you got
Oh my God. Fucking Sean.
Sean O'Neill is his name or something. And he's like, yo, death to the white man.
Yeah, no, fuck. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's
BLM Sean something. Just hit enter. It'll come up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Sean King.
Sean fucking King.
Sean King Jr.
At best, he's Puerto Rican. At best. Anyway, go back to the last guy, but he was like a fraudster too. And so he was, so that's who I am. So don't say I'm fucking out here blacked up. I'm not. I'm Jewed up. I'm Jewed up right now. And let me just control the weather here real quick. City boy. Yeah, anyway, so bouncing all over the place. So, but that guy, the Abby Hoffman guy, he went and spent like a couple of weeks with these hippies, and they would just scam their way through fucking life. They had all these little street techniques to make money, and had to like fraud like little systems and stuff like that. I don't know even what there was, but it was like, you know, the way a lot of hotels will give you a free breakfast. Right. There's a lot of road comics do that. They have a list of all these hotels that give free breakfast. And they'll do is when they're not staying at the hotel, but they'll get up at 8 a.m. and just walk in and then fucking fill their pockets full of fucking
at the fucking continental breakfast.
Just a pocket full of boiled eggs and for the day and a bunch of croissants. Well, they're just surviving. They're just losers on the road surviving, telling jokes about fucking Bill Clinton still. You know, they're just road dogs, just doing what they can. Yeah.
What a miserable life.
You know what's funny about, and a lot of the times they'll sell merch. So let's say they sell shirts. These road comedians. They sell shirts, and a lot of the time it's supposed to be to do with the fucking a part of their act, you know? So let's say they have a joke about fucking croissants or something.
Yeah.
There'll be like a fucking, whatever the punchline is, he goes, by the way, and then I'll pull out his shirt and go, I hate croissants. So like as a shirt, and he's like, I'll be selling these after the show. They're $25 the thing, whatever. And you know, you got to make your money because if you know,
you got to hustle.
Yeah, you're making probably fucking $10, $15 profit on that. You sell fucking 20, 30, 40 of them over a weekend. You know, it's like fucking helping your life. Yeah. And I heard of one guy before who he sold out of all his shirts. So he just like went into like the local fucking tourist place and bought like a bunch of like I love Orlando shirts or Mickey Mouse for president or whatever, and he just bought like a load of them for like $8, and then he just like brought them up on stage at the end. He's like, I've got my merch here, I'm gonna be selling them $25 a shirt, and people buy it. People don't want the shirt, they just want to support your fucking
if they like you.
Yeah, they like you, they're just there to support you.
Yeah,
exactly.
So buy our merch too, by the way. That's still in store.
Oh yeah, that is still in store. Haven't really been promoting that. Keep forgetting about that. But the merch is cool. They love the Collywood Elite shirts, so maybe we'll try keep them on permanently, and then we're gonna make a fucking I've been on they don't know I've been on Fallon shirt. Remember the thing? That's gonna be a shirt.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's gonna be the new shirt.
Yeah.
So you know things are popping off over here.
We got a lot in the works.
Do you have any fucking scary stories, David?
No, I don't. But I was gonna ask if you've done any like urban or like black shows. They always sell the merch tables or get out of control.
Do they?
Yeah.
To the urban shows.
Mixtapes?
They just have, dude, they literally sell everything that you can.
Do they?
They sell cookies.
Like lighters and shit.
Yeah, dude, they literally have like a bake sale with a comedy show, merch,
Well, I'd rather get a treat on my way out for like $5, like, you know, fucking bag of Lay's or something than goddamn t-shirt.
You leave with some Doritos.
Yeah,
$10 Doritos that he signed with a Sharpie or something.
Yeah, throwing a bottle of Dasani.
Yo, this is Colum Tyrrell's original Doritos. Exactly, yeah, and a bottle of fucking Grey Goose.
In a water bottle.
I'm selling weed, guys. I'm selling Percocets and I'm selling weed.
Make more money, I guarantee it.
I meant to do that with some stickers. Stickers are a good one too. You know, you get the stickers, you sell them, and you go donation. Give me a little bit of a donation.
Yeah.
You know, if you can get a little extra fucking
Couple dollars.
an extra £100, an extra $100,
Couple Skittles.
that ain't bad.
Yeah.
Ain't bad at all. But yeah, no, I've never in my life gone to an urban show. Never will. That's crazy. Anyway, what else is in the news? Yeah, all right. So this would be good. Paul Pelosi was assaulted during a home invasion. Obviously, husband to Nancy.
Husband, yes.
Husband to Nancy
To the
Pelosi.
greatest insider trader in America.
Obviously I've got my information wrong because I read somewhere that she has the highest Roth IRA in the world, and it turns out it's not her. She's not even in the top 3, but she does have a Roth IRA worth couple of million.
Yeah, not in the world, but it's definitely number one out of politicians.
Google Nancy Pelosi fucking Roth IRA, and then because I googled the other day, some guy has one that's worth $5 billion.
Just some guy, like this is just all people in, not like out of politics. I'm saying
I don't know who he is, but he's a billionaire, and there's a way to
George Soros.
Yeah. So the way the IRA accounts work is that it's tax free going in. So if like rather than you, and it's a retirement fund for private people instead of a 401k that you get through your company, and then so you save your money, and then they give it to you tax free. So it's like a tax write off.
If you cash it out after you're like 55 or 65, yeah.
Yes, but it means so that year though you can take it off your tax expenses going in. You know what I mean? It's the money that you earn. Yeah. You're not getting taxed on it, and then when you take it out years later, and then you decide when you put in your money. I think you're limited. Here's the thing: is you're limited to like $5,000. You're limited to a short amount of money. It's not like a huge amount of money you can save. It limits.
I know the minimum because that's what I would do. Obviously, it's like only like $50 a month. So
yeah, but the maximum is also they have a maximum. So then you're able to tell obviously the person where you want that money to go, where you want to invest it or whatever. And Nancy Pelosi has a gift. It never came up, no? I might have made this up.
You can just like look up her portfolio out of like I've seen a list of her portfolio compared to other politicians.
Look up her big yum yums too,
because she's got yummy yums.
She's got some. She is stacked.
She got that yummy yum.
She is stacked.
I did see that she traded like in 2 years.
IRA. Honey. Delete that. Cut that. How many times I go, cut that.
I hope you're making notes where to cut that.
Sorry, I'm trying to fucking say. I have back pains carrying this podcast. For fuck's sake.
But she made $33 million in 2 years doing that.
33 million?
Stocks, yeah. Like the last 2 years.
It's nuts.
Yeah, that should be illegal. If this was France in the 1700s, her head would be split by a guillotine.
Look down. That's from Les Mis. That was just a song from a movie about
French people.
French Revolution.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Off with their heads. Let them eat cake. Oh, fuck you.
Is that all in there? I never watched Les Mis.
Never watched it? Nah, shit. Don't watch it.
I just seen a snippet of Hugh Jackman singing. I said, I gotta go.
You don't jerk off?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I get too hot and bothered.
So is that Wolverine?
Oof, singing? Yeah, he's a good little guy. Anyway, so the other day,
Good little guy.
the other day, it came out that someone broke into their house. Paul Pelosi, he ran into the bathroom and rang the cops. And he's ringing the cops from the bathroom going, oh, there's an intruder. Get over here. And then he must have, I don't know, but he must have left the bathroom. And then the guy smacked him in the head with a hammer. And then the cop showed up. But allegedly they both had their shirts off, these two guys.
And they both had hammers too.
They both had hammers?
Yeah, apparently they were like
a duel? A little hammer duel?
Yeah, they're both wielding weapons.
Dude, did they do like a fucking 10 feet? You know, an honorable 10 feet? They like
little
Yeah, they both go back to back and then they fucking launch a hammer at your fucking head. Yeah. San Francisco, a man broke into the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi's home. So there's a lot of, and severely beat her
82 years old.
He's 82.
God damn. He had surgery and shit done. It just seems a little sketchy, though. You know what I mean?
How'd you get into someone who's that rich? How'd you get into their house?
She's fucking third in line to like, presidential, whatever. If the other two died off, she'd be president, third in line.
So if Biden died and then Kamala died, then she
would be president.
That's too many women in line. No offense.
Telling me.
I'm all for one.
I'm all for keeping women in line, but that's too many of them in there.
Hey!
God bless America. And no place else.
City boy! Keep them in line there. Yeah. So wait, what's the speculation is this? Is first of all, there was like the glass was on the outside.
Did you see that? What the hell was that?
What was that?
How do you break in when you're breaking out?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you can smack glasses, it goes anywhere. So there is no science behind that at all. Suddenly, fucking Fonzie
whoa.
and all his tinfoil hat retard friends
Whoa.
are on 4chan going, hey, guys, I understand physics. Because if you just Google glass outside, it's everywhere.
I mean, apparently there was a third guy who just like let him in the house, like the cops when they got there. And it's like, where's the security? They got
There was
no
a third
fucking
guy.
security.
So some guy, he just ran
Someone
him.
let the cops in. That wasn't the attacker or Paul Pelosi.
Oh.
So there was like people home. Just weird shit.
So the theory that I heard is that he was actually fucking the guy. So this,
Yeah.
So the theory is that he was cracking open this guy. The two of them had their shirts off, getting fucking
Wrestling.
fruity,
They're watching WWE.
doing their little, making the beast with two backs, right? And then they had a little lovers quarrel, and then the next thing you know, a hammer started flying around the place, and then it's like rather than he had to ring the cops to go, some guy's attacking me. He couldn't be like, yo, my gay lover's attacking me. So then they had to frame it. So then he went over, smashes the window, and goes, this guy broke in through this window or something. Definitely not my gay lover. I just took my top off because it was so hot. I was so scared. I was trying to dry my tears.
San Francisco, hot place.
You see if that's even real? Because again, I get all my information from fucking idiots on Twitter.
Yeah, me too.
That they had their top off. Is there an official response that they were both naked when they showed up? Because all you need is just one fucking.
Apparently they were rolling around kissing.
All you need is just one tweet that.
I heard the dispatch call too, and like it said that he knew who it was. Like he was like, "There's someone in my house. Like his name's David or something like that." Just weird little tidbits in there.
What is going on? We got to figure out what's going on.
Because one side's saying it's like a right wing break in, like someone who was like crazed politically that wanted to like attack politicians and shit.
Not bad.
Which also makes sense, you know?
There should be more politicians getting their fucking head blown off.
Oh, man.
Make no mistake about it. And I don't even care what side politically.
Yeah.
There's got to be more politicians getting a fucking musket to the face. Like old school shrapnel. Like one of those shotguns to the face which just really shatters their...
Paint the wall.
Yeah, fuck them up. Politicians should be getting fucked up everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't condone it, but like they should be.
Wasn't there cameras? Like
No, they turned them off. They happen to be off again.
Yeah, there's not a single camera footage.
Every time there's a 24-hour camera stream and it's off, something fishy's going on.
Even like the cops' body cams.
They were off too.
I didn't see nothing.
I saw nothing. And you know the cops are always honest. Every cop I've ever met is telling the truth constantly. So yeah,
this says that they were grappling over a single hammer.
Oh,
So there wasn't two hammers.
they put the hammer in the middle like a game where you have to run just walking back.
It was foreplay.
Maybe the hammer is like a euphemism for a dick. Maybe
I had my hammer
Yeah, him
out.
with the Italian hammer right there. Crack him open.
Whack.
Yeah. So look, we look. I was really hoping that like maybe Fonzie would know more information about this, but it feels like you know less than I do.
No, I mean, I think we all just don't have enough information on it. It seems just cloudy with
All right,
evidence.
let's circle back to this next week.
This will be swept under the rug in a day, dude. Nancy just sold $100 million in Apple stock or some shit. Probably this is why this happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, we if these guys, we should be in there. This is a problem. Every fucking generation is gonna just complain about politicians and fucking the big corporations and how they're doing this and that, and they're all getting rich, and we're all like, boo, boo. But like, we should be in the team. That's the winning team. We're sitting around like fucking schmucks, fucking applying for union jobs.
Ugh.
We should be in there, insider trading, sacrificing children to the devil, doing all the sort of things that get you to the top, that keep you living forever. We should be out there just fucking Pizzagating it.
You gotta run for office, dude.
It must be solid. Look, here's the thing is like people don't realize. I said to someone recently, I was like, if I ever had money, I'd never buy like a crazy expensive car. I was like, I don't give a fuck about cars. It's not worth it. And then the guy was like, have you ever been in those cars? I go, no. And he goes, that's why you say that. Because when you get to drive those fucking cars, it's luxury that you'd never even understand. And now I'm just like, fuck. And I'm like that with, now that I'm getting older and I go to like Michelin star restaurants and stuff like that, I'm like, holy shit, things are just so good. So in that vein, maybe, fucking being part of some sort of a child trafficking ring that it's probably really fun or something. It's probably really good. You know what I'm saying? Because all these billionaires keep doing it. It's not good. Yeah. We just don't know how good it is. Because we've never been invited to the fucking pedophile ring. It's like caviar. The working man has no idea how good it is. They're on yachts killing babies. That's like it.
Nice island in the Barbados.
It's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Chopping the head off a child is the best thing you can do. Has to be.
To advance your career, it seems like.
Not even career, it's just what they're into.
Yeah.
It's what they're doing. It makes sense, right?
That's what they do.
Poor people eat McDonald's. These guys eat fucking toddlers' fucking organs.
And Nobu.
And yes, exactly. Pedophilia is like Nobu. You
wouldn't know.
You don't know how good it is until
you wouldn't know until you can afford it.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'm just saying. There's a reason they're
We're just following Pelosi logic. I'm
saying this. And this is it's a Halloween spectacular. And this is me doing a little spooky story. I'm saying this is that, do pedophiles become billionaires so that they can afford to be involved in a pedophilia ring? Or do billionaires become pedophiles because, it's fashionable, or it's like a peer pressure thing, or it's like playing golf, a lot of business deals are made on the 18th hole. A lot of business deals are made
with under 18 hole.
Yes, exactly.
Hell yeah. There he is. Fuck yeah.
There's a lot of contracts agreed upon when you have like a cloak over your head and a bunch of candles in a room with a fucking
pentagram drawn out in chalk.
Yeah. And just a kidnapped Puerto Rican baby, and you go, oh, money. Jesus Christ.
Have to bleep that out.
Nah, we're edgy boys. Offend everyone tour. The offend everyone tour. I make good points. That's all I'm saying. I make good points. Anyway, so that's the Halloween spectacular. We're gonna head over to Patreon.
We got some questions from
fucking
Patreon.
Thank God. I almost forgot about that. What time are we at? Just so we know. Just at an hour. All right, let's do this in like 30 seconds. This next question. So, by the way, questions from the Patreon.
From the Patreon.
If you want to have questions read out on the page on the episode, you got to go to Patreon, and every week we leave a little form for you to fill out, little thing, and you go, Colum, if you could be a bird, what type of bird would you be? Nice. Got to get rid of that one. Not clear enough.
Yeah, no one knew what that was saying.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of commies.
We don't get the smartest audience.
A couple of commies going, what was that noise? Someone said at one point, because Tommy Pope was talking about in the previous episode, go check that episode out. Tommy was talking about the, Philadelphia Eagles. So I pressed like "Go Birds" or something, and someone in the comment was like, "Someone screamed help me" in the middle. What, like I have someone chained to a radiator down there, which, in fairness, for the conversation we just had, doesn't look good. If every now and again in the middle of the podcast you can hear the radiator rattling and someone going, "Help me! Help me! Help me! Oh God, please!" Some open mic comedian who doesn't have a family. All right, this question comes in from Mudfly. Would you rather fight your dad in his prime or smoke crack? Do you want to take that one there? Ahead now?
I would need some crack to smoke before I fight my father in his prime.
Yeah?
That was a scary man.
He's a scary man?
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking my dad up. But now, so the question is this, I'm fucking my dad up. That's the end of it.
I'll fuck my dad up right now.
Yes.
Because he's old as hell.
Of course. Yeah, he's a brittle 70-year-old man.
Throw him against a fucking wall.
Yeah. He has fucking kidney problems. Of course. I know. His teeth are all yellow from the smoke.
Oh, you
cigarettes.
don't even know.
I'm sure he has 2 good teeth in his head. Gum shield, no need. Of course. But I think my dad, growing up, my dad was I remember my dad being so scary when I was a child. And then one time, but my dad's gotten very fucking, I don't know, he's like old. I think men get like sensitive and weak and shit.
Yeah, they get gay.
They get gay. Yeah.
Old men are gay
as soon as you hit 60, 61, you're gay.
You're just watching Gunsmoke and like eating fucking applesauce.
Yeah, and my dad gardens a lot. He has a garden. Oh, my dad's a fruit, dude.
I love that.
My dad's garden, you should check it out. He just and he'll go to like a garden center for the day because he's like old, retired, doesn't do anything. So he'll go to a garden center for the day and like he just reads the back of seeds for 5 hours.
What's in this?
He's looking at daffodils and stuff, and then he's out in the garden. I swear.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it was like, where was that when I was a child and I needed you to say you love me? Now you're fucking planting roses for my fucking niece. But like I remember as a child, like you'd never hear my dad cry or whatever, and then it's not until like he hit 60 and his brother died or something, and he was crying. I was like, "What the hell is wrong with your face? Are you crying?"
Yeah, the noise a father makes when they cry is like.
Yeah, but but now he's getting smaller too. Like he's shrinking. He's shrinking into this little. Yeah. It'd be sad if you beat up my dad. I'd be fucking sad. But I remember as a kid, he probably would have fucking. I just remember because he was a fat guy then too.
Yeah,
they're always fat. A young father, 40-year-old man whose son is 12
with a few kids.
He's fat. There's no way he's not fat. And if he's not fat, he's gay. Your dad should be out of shape. No dad should be in shape. That's just I think that's the rules. I don't think your dad should be in shape. That's nuts.
Yeah,
your dad should be fat and have a construction job, and he should be drinking all the time. And eating bad foods and never going to. That's the way your dad should be.
Yeah.
Until eventually the doctor tells him to cut out the steaks. That's my. But I think I would personally. I don't know though. I think I would fuck up my dad because I'm taller than him. Everything
in his prime.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I'm guessing he's not much. We're not fighters though either. The Tyrrells. No, we're poets. Actually, we use our words, not our fists. And so now so the question is, would I rather beat up my dad or smoke crack? I feel like I'd get more out of smoking crack.
Yeah.
I'd have no need to beat up my dad. What about you, David? Do you know your dad?
Yeah. He would fucking, in his prime, he would fucking kill. He's the same as you. He was just old, like now he's old and sweet, but yeah, back in the day he was a psycho.
Yeah. Of course, though, back in the day.
In a good way.
Because everyone was poor and everyone had like 6 kids and they were just stressed constantly. Yes. Their dad used to crack them in the fucking head with a wrench every time their mother burnt the lasagna. So it's like the way everyone talks about, Bill Burr talks about that as like when your dad would come home and everyone goes, "Oh shit, dad's on his way home." Like just the tension of him walking in the door. Yeah, but that's like totally, he's not that at all anymore. But I get it. If you're stressed and you get home and it's like you don't even know how you're going to pay the bills and your wife is fucking fat and it's like also, it's just a horrible life. You're just looking at your fucking dumb kids. Going, look at you dumb little kid. And then he gets like suspended from school and you're just like, oh, you're getting the belt. That'll teach you. The belt is coming out. And you're getting fucking smacked up, bro. Yeah, that's just the way it was. But then,
Just the way it was.
I've no resentment for my parents. The way, like I've no like the way they raise us. There's not any time they ever did anything like they were doing their best. That's another thing. It's parents that usually they were doing their best.
Yeah,
They
or what
like-
they think was their best.
Yeah, but also we were little shitheads.
Also true.
I wouldn't do the same stuff. Like I remember once my mom put my brother's head through the fucking drywall because he was fucking. I don't know. He was singing fucking Crazy Shark or whatever.
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. Yeah. And she's shut the fuck up. Yeah, but it is what it is, Get kicked down the stairs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's classic.
builds character.
Well, look, I wouldn't be doing that now because but whatever. If you go back to what they would say, that's another one. You talk to like, Mom, when I was a kid, you said I was stupid and you sent me to my room and I have a lot of trauma about it. It's like, oh yeah? My fucking mother fucking poured boiling water on my hand.
Oh yeah. Put the hand on the stove.
Yeah, my dad broke my nose. And I had to apologize for getting blood all over the fucking sheets. Yeah. So I think I do crack. I don't really know what crack does, but like I'd probably do crack. I think that'd be a better story for me.
Yeah, I'd rather smoke crack.
Yeah, I'd rather smoke crack for sure. All right, let's head over to Patreon. Thanks very much. Happy Spooktacular. Take it easy, boys.